Okay, so we're back on WWE 2K26. I'm going to be checking out the MyRise mode. So I do know a little bit about this, and I did look at the achievements. So a couple of things here. So apparently this is like way shorter than last year's, and it's a lot more linear than last year. So a lot of people are considering this a disappointment. Obviously, I need to reserve my judgment until I actually play through it. But what it's looking like for a playthrough here is men and women's division, and then that's it. So, and then of course there's like the Rise matches or whatever you collect stars. I usually do that off screen because it's just a grind and there's really no point of me showing that. I mean, otherwise too, I did look at the secret achievements. So I guess the main thing about this mode, again, I guess I'll find out the more I play it, but it's either you be a face or a heel and it's your choice. And now I did see that there's an achievement for remaining a face the whole playthrough and remaining a heel the full playthrough. So what I'm assuming that means is you could like switch somewhere in between, but based off the achievements, there's no point of doing that. So basically, one of like for the men's division, he's either gonna be a face or a heel, and then the women's gonna be the opposite of what I did for the men. So it's gonna be 2 playthroughs, and apparently this is pretty short too. So I mean, we'll see. So let's get into it.
WrestleMania is indeed the grandest stage of them all.
It doesn't get any bigger than this.
Champions are crowned, rivalries finished, moments made that will live forever. But what happens the night after can change everything. The Raw after WrestleMania is a night for history-making debuts. Overwhelming reactions. Once-in-a-lifetime showdowns that change the course of the WWE Universe.
We're just getting started. What a night it's gonna be.
It's also a night for monumental returns.
Rusev is back! They somehow make a lot of noise!
Tonight will be no different as we see the long-awaited return of the archetype, thrust right back into the championship spotlight.
The archetype wants a shot at my client's championship? This is going to be the shortest comeback in WWE history.
The archetype returns tonight on the Raw After Mania.
All right. Also, I should have mentioned, I guess the name of this one this year is The Comeback. So here we go. Welcome to MyRise. This year's MyRise story has 3 available save slots for your men and women's division characters. You can complete a playthrough and replay on that save slot to experience the story again with the same player character and their overall carrying over. Rise match road progress is shared across all save slots. Okay, so one thing here. So I guess, you know, ideally, I touched on this in last year's MyRise. The Rise matches are a grind, and they're more so designed where like you just play a little bit at a time. But I'm psycho and I just do it all in one shot. Again, I'll probably play 1 match on camera and then just cut out the rest and kind of check in with the rewards, because it's literally just matches. It's just artificial gameplay to extend it. So looks like that's the same though. Be on the lookout for face or heel choices that send you down distinct pathways with their own characters, arenas, weapons, paybacks, and my faction cards and clothing parts to unlock. Try playing MyRise multiple times to maximize your experience. Now, again, like I did say, it's going to be like straight up full face, full heel for my men and women's division. I don't know if there's unique stuff for like doing half face, half heel. If there is, I'm probably not going to do it. So we'll see. Importing, exporting characters. Don't forget you can import or export characters via MyRise using the RB button. So again, this is also something not new. And in terms of like who I'm going to play as for this, usually I create like a guy and a girl that usually look the same every year. Just very generic, not much put into it. I thought about downloading like a random creator wrestler or like an indie wrestler maybe or something, but I just don't really care enough. I've said it before. I'm kind of critical of the MyRise mode because I'm just not someone that enjoys playing as original like fake people. You know, I'd rather play as an actual wrestler, which is why I was a huge fan of those Road to WrestleMania modes in the old games, because it was stuff written specifically for those wrestlers. And I kind of wish they'd bring it back, but honestly, I don't see that ever happening because they kind of want to make these games like NBA where it's like, you know, upgrade your person, your MyRise superstar. And I'm just personally not a fan of that. You can export your characters to use in other modes by highlighting an existing save slot. Press RB. Okay, yep. Alright, so of course we don't have any save slots, so let's just begin. Alright, so select your journey here. I guess I'll read this. After a 2-year absence from WWE, the Archetype returns and suffers a major setback against Paul Heyman's WWE Women's Champion, Jordynne Grace. Will you work hard and do things the right way to complete your comeback, or turn your back on the WWE Universe, taking shortcuts to get back to the top? After a 2-year absence from WWE, the Archetype returns and suffers a major setback against Paul Heyman's WWE Champion, Braun Breaker. Will you work hard and do things the right way? Okay, it's the same thing, except for being out the people. Okay, so kind of interesting how, you know, Jordynne Grace and Braun Breaker are kind of like the, is antagonist the correct word? I guess I won't know until I play this, but probably two people that people would consider like the future of WWE, which I think is a fair bet, to be honest. In terms of which one to do first, I should have looked up who I started with first last year, because I did do men and women's, but what was unique about last year is it was like a shared thing where you did men and women's at the same time. Let's just start with men's. Yes, I'm sure. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this out because, like I said, I don't really care about this. Expect my guy to look generic and the same as I've made him look like for years now, so I'll see you then. Alright, so I've created my generic guy. I create every year that always ends up looking the same, so here we go. See what we got here. Alright, it's taking a while to load. Alright, there we go. There was a recent patch that came out. All the patch notes said was addressed like stability concerns, and then they announced the next patch. So it was the worst patch in WWE Games history. Wow, the Archetype is back. Alright, so this looks familiar to the previous MyRise we've seen. Braun Breaker's gonna end Young Boy's comeback for it gets started? Damn, dude. Alright, social media feed. So typically during my playthroughs, I don't really read all these, just some of them and like the DMs and stuff. But social media provides another way to engage in the stories. Social media posts appear in your social media feed, and DMs appear in your DM inbox. Make sure to check your social media and DMs for important story content. We got any DMs? Oh, okay. Adam Pearce, what do you got? Can't wait to see you on Raw. Come find me when you get there. It's been way too long. Ava here. Welcome back. Just want to let you know you have an open invite to come to NXT anytime. Okay. You know, honestly, I'm having second thoughts about my character because I make the same one every year. Maybe I'll change it up. I have an idea, but I don't want to promise anything. Well, let's just play for now. Oh, I have to change all my moveset and stuff. I should probably do that now and just get it over with. So I'm going to have to cut again. MyRise Menu Hub. This is the MyRise Menu Hub. You can check your social media story and Rise Match rewards. Customize your look, entrance, and victory, and upgrade your attributes. Okay, so I believe I have like the boost or whatever. Okay, I'm not gonna read all that. It's just basically increasing your attributes here. So yeah, convert points. What is that? Convert 110 earned ringside pass upgrade points into a normal upgrade points for the MyRise save slot. That's how this worked? I thought it just gives it to you. Interesting. So it's by... I guess that makes sense because you wouldn't have it on each save slot, right? Okay, well, okay, let's see here. Options. So, okay, it's already on Legend. So we're going to play on Legend unless something stupid happens where I get stuck. Then I'd be open to... turning it down potentially, but I'm gonna have to customize all my stuff, so I will cut once again and I'll see you again. Okay boys, so I decided to make a pivot here and just download something from community creation. So I'm actually gonna import something because I gotta be honest, I didn't really feel like making a moveset because my guy kind of ends up being the same every year, which I don't really care that much about, like I said, because I'm just more here for the story. But someone else is making a comeback. The Sea Creature from 2K20 is coming back, so this is now the Sea Creature story. And you also saw I was debating about using some alien, but I decided to go with the Sea Creature. So this Sea Creature I downloaded was uploaded by someone named Ransom. So So credit goes to him. Oh my god, here we go. Alright, so I should have moveset and stuff like that. I checked that. So all we have to do is really the stats here, obviously. WrestleMania witnessed the return of the archetype. The sea creature returns. I can't believe it. But I guess now the real question is it going to be heel or face? I don't really know. And here's the question. What am I going to do for the women's side? Like, I got to find some wacky thing for the women's side. I'm pulling some WCW Nitro and Thunder nonsense here. Or actually more like some 2K original Southpaw Regional Wrestling. Okay, so attribute upgrades. I mean, I don't know. Let's just not go crazy right away and just kind of see where we're at, because I kind of just want to get into some gameplay here. Let's just try to get to 85 overall so we can get resiliency, I guess. Oh, that means I gotta go into the okay, hold on. Let's change our paybacks. I don't know what he has, because I know it like strips you of your stuff when you come in here, like attributes and stuff. So I finally think I'm ready to play now after messing around for like 40 minutes. Okay, so I ended up giving him Poison Mist and Resiliency. Of course, Resiliency is kind of like a crutch payback, so I'm always going to have that. And Poison Mist, I think, kind of fits the sea creature, so we're going to do that. But something I was considering is, am I allowed to activate my 10% boost while here? It doesn't seem like it. I'm talking about the ringside XP, by the way. If not, I'm going to have to... Dude, there's going to be so many cuts in this first part. Alright, hold on. I'll be right back again. Okay, finally ready to play. Sea Creatures, guys, 10% boost. Let's go here.
There you are. I've been looking for you all day.
Yeah, what's up, man?
They've been keeping me busy. Had to shoot all new matchup graphics, promotional shots. My hand feels like it's about to fall off after signing about 1,000 8x10s.
It's tough being the archetype.
Honestly, it's nice being the archetype. I missed it.
You were gone for like 2+ years.
A little bit longer than that. Hollywood's on hold. Family time was worth it. I'm all healed up now. What happened to the sea creature, guys? Did he go into hiding after everyone made fun of the 2K20 Originals DLC? Well, I mean, the sea creature probably had to work in some horror movies, so...
Enough time to realize Hollywood wasn't for me. I'm putting the whole acting thing on hold for now. WWE is where I'm meant to be. That other stuff can wait.
Well, that's all good to hear. Not an easy first match back tonight, though, against our champion. If it were up to me, I would have given you a warm-up. I'm pulling for you. But Braun Breaker, he's the real deal.
I know I was out, but I didn't stop watching the product. I've seen Braun's matches, and I know what he can do.
Seeing him on TV is one thing. Facing him in the ring is another, especially with Heyman in his corner. But look, I know you're up first tonight, so I'm sure you want to go get ready for your match. Good luck out there.
Thanks, Pierce.
You know something I also thought of? What if they just made it where, like, you could pick... You know how, like, there's NPCs of, like, the previous 2K, like, main characters, like the captain and all those people? Like, why can't I just pick one of those people? Well, I guess because they might appear in this, but whatever. Okay, so... CM Punk, Paul Heyman, Jacob Fatu. Okay. Just talk to everyone, I guess. I'm just wasting my 10% boost, by the way.
Wow. What's it been? 10, 12 years?
Something like that. Good to see you, Punk. You've been on quite the run since you came back to WWE.
Thanks. And now it's your turn. I saw they put you right back in the title picture against Braun Breaker and my old buddy Heyman. Must be nice. Took me over a year after I returned to even sniff a title shot.
Well, different situations. Unlike you, I wasn't sitting at home for 10 years watching hockey with my dog.
It wasn't just hockey. We also found time to watch that movie you starred in as, what was it? Cop number 6?
Hey, come on. Sea Creature's serious, man.
It was actually Cop with Mustache.
In any event, I have a feeling you'll pick up right where you left off. Once that archetype music hits and they see you out there with your old familiar look, they'll be chanting your name and you'll be more than ready to take care of business.
I'm just pretending to be someone else.
Why change what always worked, right?
Change can be good. Not saying you need to start a mutiny or anything, but at the same time, you don't want to rely on old habits too much.
I already got the reference. I always like how they reference like the past stories and stuff like that. So like in my head, it's like all one canon universe, which I guess it would be because the original people have appeared in last year's
Got
game.
it. You know I'm not one of your NXT kids, right? I can handle this.
Yeah, yeah. Good luck out there. And if you win, I'll be waiting for a title shot.
Fuck, you're wasting my 10% boost, brother. As if I really care, because like the only reason my tier is decently high is because like I'm playing all the stuff on console, like the showcase and all that. But once it goes to the other passes, what am I gonna have to grind besides regular matches? Plus, I'm gonna primarily play on PC after I do all like the main console stuff, so I'm gonna be at back to zero.
I gotta ask, are you sure?
Good to see you too, Paul. Am I sure about what?
Any of this? We all know it's not going to turn out well when you face my client, the reigning, undisputed WWE Champion, Braun Breaker. A lot's changed since you left WWE. Let's be real. I'm not sure you even belong here anymore. So do yourself a favor. Turn around, pack up your stuff, and go home. Because I'm telling you, promising you, this is the beginning of the end.
A lot has changed, Paul. Hell, you're on your third client since I left. But here's the thing. I'm not going anywhere. I do belong here. And you'll realize that when I defeat your latest Paul Heyman guy tonight.
Things could have been so much different between you and me. You could have been my Paul Heyman guy, my champion. But you turned down my offer. For what? To have a one-line cameo in some garbage action sequel where you're the first schmuck to die? You were never going to be the next Rock, the next Batista, the next John Cena. So, was it worth it? Giving up the opportunity to work with the greatest mind in the business while you sat on the sidelines watching the industry pass you by?
I think everything happens for a reason.
Oh, I agree. And what's going to happen tonight is your comeback will be the shortest of all time. And the reason will be Braun Breaker. That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
Damn. By the way, it's kind of funny that playing as a sea creature here, like, I'm basically sacrificing the facial animations because I'm not going to be able to see anything under the mask.
Come back, kid. Prodigal son. Yeah. Look at you. Rolling up in here like royalty.
Jacob Fatu. Congrats on the big title win last night. Of all the people I've seen come into WWE while I've been gone, I don't think anyone else has made the impression you have.
Nobody has. Because when God made me, he broke the damn mold. I'm all gas, no brakes with it. That's why I brought this Intercontinental Championship home to the family last night at Mania.
When I won the IC title, that lit the rocket under my career.
Must still be burning if they handed you a title match just for clocking in, huh? I won this. But everybody's talking to me about, oh, Fatu, you see the archetype is back? Fatu, you see he's making a comeback against Braun for the WWE title? Fatu, you think he's gonna win?
Well, do you?
It don't matter if you win, it don't matter if you lose. Braun and Wiseman might have that WWE title on lock on Raw, but everybody know who runs shop on SmackDown.
Let me guess. You?
You're quick. Sooner or later, you're gonna try to take what's mine. And you know what's gonna happen when you do?
I'm hoping you have all your shots, because if you're about to say dog walk, I'll have to tell you, I'ma house break your ass.
Yeah? Yeah. I might like you, Archetype. You got some stones. If Braun don't send your ass back into retirement tonight, we're gonna see each other down the road.
Oh, you know something? I think an idea I've thrown in the past is like instead of like creating your guy, like there should be an option like select canon appearance, and like you'll just play as whatever 2K decides the person actually looks like. You know, like as an optional, like not force it. All right, the sea creatures come back, man. Dude, bring back the sea creature in the ringside pass. That's all I'm saying. All right, even though his creative wrestler parts are all there anyway. I mean, honestly, like, speaking of this game, it's been pretty negatively received this year. Like, when I first started playing it, I was saying, like, it's good, but, like, I'm kind of speculating, is the ringside pass going to be enough to, like, bring this game down? And so far, it seems like it. This game's kind of getting trashed by media outlets and stuff like that. What? What happened to my guy? Yo! Is it because it's forcing me to wear this? Oh god, I didn't think this through. Is there forced attires? Like, I think this has happened before.
You've had a long layoff and now you're back in the spotlight. It's sink or swim time here for the archetype. Let's be honest, I think the challenger is swimming against a strong current. Hell, even a riptide in the form of WWE champion Braun Breaker. This has the potential to go sideways real fast.
I mean, I got my own Trons here. Well, I mean, here's the thing. If it forced... Because I know there was some of, like... Remember, like, some of the storylines in, like, last year's game? I think a couple before that, like, where, like, it would force you into certain attire. So maybe the sea creature thing was a bad idea, and I should have stuck with my other guy. Problem is I deleted the original save.
Time to find out if the archetype is ready for this moment.
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll restart. I don't really know yet. I didn't really think this through, I suppose. I've wasted, like, an hour, and I'm finally playing a match here. I kind of like that attire, though. It's nice, the white and gold. I think what I'll do is I'll see after this first match if it still forces me in this attire, and if it does, I think I'm just gonna restart. Which, if that's the case, I don't even know if you'll see this footage then.
All measurables aside, there's one intangible that Breaker has that the archetype does not. Paul Heyman.
You can't put a value on what Heyman brings to the table. I'd be surprised if Braun will need any help here tonight, but if he gets caught off guard, he has that fail-safe. The archetype has no answer for that.
Yeah, the archetype's got some ring rust, brother.
Let's see if the champion will break the spirit of the archetype.
Alright, well, obviously, if you're coming into a title match right off the bat, I'm guessing this is kind of be like some sort of scripted ending. So we'll see. Here's the thing, I'm not totally spoiled on this. I did talk about some of the things I did know about at the beginning of this video, but I have heard people are saying this is just not good, this story. Not just because of how short it is, but like it's just generic, I guess. I guess we'll see. Yep, that's me. I'm fake moves, man.
Not going to be any question
Alright, here we go.
about who's champ after this.
Where's the real sea creature? That's what I want to know. Did he get banned from the arena or what? It's that green moves man's taking over here. Oh yeah, I would be giant class here. That's gonna be interesting. So.
It's the Rock to WrestleMania, and our WWE champions wasting no time in facing their next challenge, and the returning archetype.
The Sea Creature. Sea Creature got injured backstage, I guess. Dude, 2 reversals and I've lost almost all my stamina. Definitely should be improving that stat. Yeah, so I talked about like this game's getting a lot of negative press because of wanted opponent taunt, I guess. A lot of negative press because of ringside pass, but also what you see right there, the purple stamina as people are calling it, but it's more so like the winded stamina system. Let's do some damage here. Yeah, like we'll see if they. I'm honestly predicting they're going to make some sort of pivot with the ringside pass to make it a bit easier. People are mad they patched the grind method where people were just beating up Eric Bischoff in like 30 seconds. So my prediction is they're going to tune it a little bit more and walk back on it. And also, I think they're going to tune the purple stamina too. But I got to be honest, I think the purple stamina should just be straight up removed. I think it was a terrible idea. Here's the thing. There's some people to this day that still defend like the limited like major minor reversal system from like 2K19, like some of the games of that era. And I think that was some of the worst reversal systems in wrestling game history, honestly. Because here's the thing. With the only thing I like is the stun bar. With the exception of that, I do not like gameplay mechanics when you're not playing. It needs to have a competitive element to it. I need the opportunity to reverse. Yeah, I'm winded. He's also winded though, so kind of a stalemate here. It's good for me. I'll get a lot of free moves.
That's the WWE equivalent of a helmet hit right there.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness.
Fake sea creature. I can't believe it.
Breaker can't seem to get out of harm's way.
Oh, well, I could have done the objective there, but oh no. Okay, no 2K rust here. My oh, Frankensteiner. I'm sorry, Brakensteiner. I mean, look, I already got him orange here, and kind of going crazy right now. Oh no, there's the Brakensteiner.
Brakensteiner from the top rope.
Like I was saying, and the archetype may be hurt. Here we go.
I kind of looked a little weird. Wow, the archetype exposed, dude.
This wasn't the comeback the archetype had hoped for, to say the least. And now he's going to be asking himself a lot of hard questions.
Braun's about to put an exclamation point on his wrestle.
No, not green moves, man, please. Oh my God.
Just hit the floor with a sickening thud.
Well, if it wasn't clear already, it's officially a new era in WWE.
Oh my God.
The archetype is a thing of the past, and Braun Breaker reigns supreme.
He's only gone a few years, but he's been exposed. Can't wrestle. Trash.
He might not regroup at all.
We are now joined by a former champion who made their long-awaited return tonight, the Archetype. Let's open up the floor to questions.
Yeah, where is the sea creature?
Let's start off in the front row.
Thank you. Marcus Brown from the Wrestling Spectator. I wanted to know how you're feeling after that match.
Ask better questions.
I just limped in here with an ice pack, so what do you think? Ask better questions.
Okay, next up, third from the back.
This is pretty cool, I
Hi,
guess.
Robin Ray from the Women Who Fight podcast. Have you had a chance to check out the reaction on social media?
I've been in the trainer's room for the past 2 hours, so no, I haven't. Why? What's going on?
You're currently the #1 trending topic worldwide.
Oh, here we go.
One post reads, and I quote, "The archetype is like a fast food burrito. You haven't tried it in a while, so it sounds like a good idea, but it's a sloppy mess, leaves you feeling unfulfilled, and then exits in a hurry."
Damn. I don't listen to losers. One bad match won't define me.
What has that person ever accomplished? Were they ever a WWE champion? They say write what you know, so I assume they've expanded their waistline eating a lot of fast food. Congrats on that achievement.
I can keep going. There's a lot more.
I'm good.
We have time for one more question. Robert, you were next?
Yeah, where's the real sea
Thanks.
creature?
Robert Inkin, Sports Coverage Daily. With how your night turned out, are you going to continue your comeback? Or was this just a one-time appearance and you'll be headed back to Hollywood?
Decision branches. Okay, so like I said, there's a secret achievement for remaining either a face or a heel the whole time. So whatever I pick here, I gotta stick with. Otherwise, I'll miss achievements. And because I'm only doing 2 playthroughs, probably. I mean, we'll see. But I think I see the sea creature being a heel. To be honest, here, big monster going at people. I mean, hopefully it. Like I said, we might pivot and change our guy back to how it was if I'm stuck in like predetermined outfits. Turn on everyone.
Again, with the idiotic questions. This is a waste of my time.
Damn.
None of you have ever wrestled a single match in your lives, and you think you have the right to sit there and question my comeback? My abilities? Sorry, I forgot. Byron Saxton is here. Byron did wrestle a long time ago, but then he got put behind an announce desk and forced to say whatever dumb crap they fed him, happy to be the butt of everyone's jokes. Well, guess what? That's not me. I will not sit back and listen to the losers in this room, the locker room, or most of all, anyone on social media who have never accomplished 10% of what I've done in my life try to tear me down so they can feel better about their miserable lives. So no, this comeback isn't over. It's just getting started. And I am going to do whatever it takes to get back to the top and take back what's mine. And if you don't like that, you can go to hell.
Damn. Please hit the yes.
Gentlemen, the archetype.
All right, got the archetype attire. Hopefully, I'm not forced to wear that. Healing power. Choose the initial rule breaker path in MyRise. Oh, what is this?
That's good, but try this.
This was a gift from Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker. Know what it means? Nobody? Come on! It means they buried me. It says go home. It says I'm finished. You, get over here. Collar and elbow. How's that feel, huh? Come on, let's go.
I got. Alright, I'm already performing worse than my match against Braun Breaker here. I got a big slam from Green Moose, man. Where is the real sea creature? Yeah, I don't know. We might have to pivot on this. This is something I didn't think about, which I should have remembered from, like, you know, previous MyRise stuff, but if they would have at least let me keep my sea creature headgear or whatever, then it would be funny, but the fact that it doesn't let me keep that makes it not funny. Yo, I got the Wi-Fi password up there. Look at that. The SSID and the password right there. Dude, I lose so much stamina on just one reversal here. My God. Attack these guys here. I'm surprised it even lets me leave the ring. Alright, come on. You know, am I shooting on it? I guess this is my gym. Submission cutscene edition. Oh, this is real, brother.
Do I look like I'm finished? Do I look buried? Huh?
He's lost his mind.
I know I haven't been here much, but now that I am, there's going to be some tough lessons. Because I finally realized that to make it to the top, you have to be merciless. Relentless. Are you ready for that? Who's next? Come on!
Where's Red moves, man?
You were never gonna make it anyway. You sure you want to stay? This isn't going to be pretty.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. So, I mean, another complaint I've heard about this is how, like, the men and women's story is basically the same with just, like, slightly different people, so...
I know you. You're El Mago Sr.'s kid.
Yeah, the real one. Hector Flores.
When I was starting out, your legend of a dad decided he wanted to test the new guy. I owe your old man a book of receipts.
You're not the only one.
Bottle that anger. You can use it one day.
Is that what you did? Bottle it up and let it out on Adrian in there?
Yes. I'm old school, man.
Did that trigger you? There used to be promoters who'd fire anyone in the locker room who lost a bar fight. I'm old school. And now that I'm here, that's what this school is now.
I know old school. It's how I grew up. Old school is what got me to the dance for a minute before Michaels cut me.
That's right.
Damn.
You were in NXT. What the hell are you doing here?
Same as you, I guess. Regrouping. You walked away from WWE to become a movie star. But after the Braun beating, you didn't go back to Hollywood. You came to a place you can control.
Careful. Adrian walked out of here, but I can make sure you won't.
You went back to WWE. Things didn't go how you thought, but now you can break everything down and start from scratch.
Who the hell do you think you are? Offering me advice? I was a WWE champion. Who'd you ever beat?
I'm just saying. Rolling up in your school and stretching a bunch of students isn't going to win your title back. You got to change things up.
Please, enlighten me while I sit at your learning tree. In these last moments, you can still talk.
Hear me out. You showed up on Raw in the same gear you were wearing when you left. Same music, same everything. You gotta mix things up. Get out of the WWE
He's right.
bubble.
He's 100% right.
I can help you.
You are going to help me.
I've been outside the system. I can get you booked anywhere you want to go. Mexico, Japan, the UK. This will be your chance to show the world the new archetype. Unless you'd rather sit here and dig your own grave with that shovel Heyman and Braun sent you. Or you could get out there and prove them wrong.
What's in it for you?
The man I saw in this ring today? That's the archetype of who I want to be. That's the man I'll follow all the way to the top.
Okay. You get one shot at this. Call your promoter friends, but let them know I ain't cheap.
Internet suggestions for a new wrestling school, the so-called Archetype, finally showed up and turned out to be one of those old-school D-bags who thinks abusing his students toughens them up. Uso say, you sure you're talking about the same Archetype? Because that sounds like a bunch of BS. Sea Creature, that ain't it, man. It's kind of funny, because if we're talking about old-school, like, getting into the business promotions, like, literally, like, it used to be so protected that, like, you would show up to the school and they'd beat the hell out of you for real, and if you came back, then they knew you respected the business, and then they would let you in on it. But if you didn't, that's how they kept you away, so you continue to tell people, like, this is real. Interesting. By the way, whoever made this sea creature, why is his skin green underneath? Like, he has a costume over it. You get our gift, sea creature, because it sure does seem like you are using it to dig yourself deeper and deeper. Damn, they moved on from me. Alright, you need to morph back into the sea creature, man. Green moves man ain't gonna cut it, man.